What's good YouTube? Target here and welcome to another episode of Design and Manage, my city Skylines and modded Let's Play series. In the last episode we started building the first residential suburbs of our city on the northern part of the map, and today I think we are going to continue this neighborhood, so without further ado, let's start working on that. Okay, so as you can see we have a bit of demand for commercial and also residential, so I think that's something that we can address right away. So I'm gonna select my low density commercial zone and I'm gonna start zoning a few blocks. And I want to start zoning. Why isn't it snapping? Oh, there we go. I'm gonna zone some blocks over here, and I also want this to be a commercial, but I'm gonna keep it blank for the time being. And something that I actually forgot on the last episode when I was zoning the residential is that I want this area next to the avenue to be commercial as well. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna dezone these areas over here and I'm gonna rezone them with some commercial. And I'm gonna go ahead and do the same all the way over here. You will also notice that I left this area blank right next to the high school, and I've done that for a reason, because that is the place of our last metro stop, and that is currently over here. So I think we can put the stop right away, and I'm gonna put it right about over here, right in the corner, and now we can simply connect everything. I think I'm gonna come all over here, all the way over there, connect it, and make a connection here, make a connection there, and now we can delete these segments and connect everything with some curves. One over here and another one over there. Pretty good. Delete everything, and now we can continue the line. Let's just grab it. I'll do over here and rebuild the stops. Pretty awesome. And now that we're at it, I think we're going to resume the zoning of residential, and I think we can start zoning some residential in these particular areas. Let's zone all of these areas. That will be more than enough for now. It seems that we have a problem because our bus stops do not connect directly to the metro station. So if people want to get away from the bus and enter the metro, they pretty much have to walk a long distance. So I think we can fix that. I'm gonna drag this stop all the way over here, and that's good. And now I think I want to do the same with this particular stop. So perhaps I can make a stop right about over here. Yeah, I think this is a good place, and let's just make another stop all over here, or maybe I can drag it to this location. Okay, let's just check if everything is working fine. Yes, it is. Okay, perfect. I even think I'm gonna grab this shelter and scoot it all over here so that I have a few more room for zoning. Let's zone a few more commercial over here. And I think I want to zone another commercial block over here as well. And maybe should I fill these areas? No, let's leave it at that. We also have some more demand for residential, so let's keep zoning some more houses. And I think we can fill this entire area. This neighborhood is developing very nice. We are bursting with demand, but before we keep expanding, let's just check the status of the current situation. So let me just check the levels of evolution. Everything seems to be pretty low, and I think that's because we need to educate a few more citizens. That's alright, but we can also take a look at parks and see how's the situation. It seems that we need to develop this area quite a bit, so I think we are going to put some parks. Let's see what we have that could possibly fit here. I think I'm gonna put a couple of parks right about over here. Let's see if these ones, no, they don't fit. Perhaps the large playground, or even, I think that there was a park that was pretty good tracing the land value, which is the bouncy castle, if I can find it. Actually, I think it was this one, the carousel park, so I want to put one of them perhaps at around over here, this particular location. I think it will look very nice, and I should also place a large playground, which fits very nice over here. So perhaps I could put it, well, I'm afraid this is going to ruin the symmetry. Perhaps I could find a better location for it. Nah, let's just put it. Okay, so it can be put over here, and I think I'm gonna scoot this one over to this particular side. Very well. And now let's check out the other issues. I said a few episodes ago that I was going to put a hospital right about over here, so that idea still stays in place. So I'm not gonna put any clinic over here, even though we kinda need one. Let's check the fire situation. It's pretty much controlled. Police is also good. Perhaps I'll put a small police station at about over here, just to provide a bit more coverage. Yeah, I even think I'm gonna put it over here, just for the sake of coverage. Yeah, there we go. We have deleted some commercial buildings, but that's fine. Education should be okay. Perhaps is this school going to be enough? Well, it's under capacity, so I believe so. And transport is also fine. So okay, so we can pretty much start zoning stuff. I am gonna zone all the way over here, and I don't think we can keep zoning this particular area. Oh, and by the way, somebody suggested that we should convert these to highways with sound barriers, and I agree, because they are very close to our suburbs, to our houses, and that is not good because of sound pollution and stuff. So let's just upgrade all of this, and I think that's more than enough. I think I'm even going to leave this one as is. And yeah, that's pretty good. So let's just keep zoning, or maybe we'll let these buildings develop. I also think I'm gonna use this area next to the metro station a bit better. I think we can provide a bit more coverage. So I'm gonna grab our pathways, and I'm gonna make a connection that provides an easier access for people to get to this particular station. So I am gonna make a path that will cover this entire block, but for that I will need to disable the road guidelines. I really need to set up a shortcut for this, but I have been a bit lazy, I admit. But anyway, let's just zone up this path and go all the way over here. Okay. And it even provides a gap between the high school and also the houses, which is pretty good. Let's just keep zoning. We have a lot of demand for residential, so I think I'm gonna zone and finish up this entire block by zoning everything over here. Pretty good. And I think I'm gonna start the zoning of this particular block as well. So first and foremost, I'm gonna put a commercial on all of these blocks, and also on these blocks over here. You know what, let's just zone everything. Let's just let everything develop, and while the buildings grow, I think we can go ahead and place our hospital, just like I said I would. And I think I'm gonna put it right about on this empty spot. I want to put it parallel to this road, or by following the orientation of this particular road. And for that I think I can do something interesting. Let's see if I can put a road all the way over here. And let's see, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this, but there's only one way to find out. It seems that this is not exactly what I want. Let's just try this again. Maybe I can put a road over here, and perhaps an auxiliary road all the way in here. And let's just check this out. Okay, perfect fit. And let's just try to connect this somehow. Perhaps we can make it fit. Oh yeah, there we go. Perfect. And I think it looks pretty good. It's not the best design, but gets the job done. And perhaps we can do something in this particular location. Maybe we can connect it with a pathway. Speaking of that, I think we should rework this area by making a path all the way over here. Another all the way over here. Let's just connect it, pretty good. And I think we can connect it over here as well. Okay, so far so good. And let's see if we can do the same over here. Perhaps a direct connection. And now we should disable everything but the angle. And let's try to go this as far away as possible, just so we can connect to the road directly. Okay, pretty good. Disable this and disable some things as well. Delete these particular angles and connect everything back, just to make this round curve. There we go, pretty good, I like it. And by the way, I just noticed that we are having some power issues. Well, we are not having issues yet, but we are quite on the verge, so I think it's time for us to add another power station. In the future, I will definitely want to rework this area. I think it's time for us to upgrade our current power situation, but perhaps that's something I can dedicate an episode to. For now, I'm just gonna place a random power station. Perhaps just another one of these, the oil power plant. So I'm gonna put it right about over here. And that should cover us for quite some time. Yeah, there we go. And now that we are at it, let's see our water situation. It seems that we also need some water. Let's just grab some more water pumping stations and let's find a place to put them. So we already filled up this entire area, so we cannot put any more of these, but I think we can start placing right about over here. I think this is a good place for it, right next to the crater, the fissure left by the earthquake. So let's just start placing them right about over here. And I wonder if, oh yeah, there you go, I'm gonna start placing them right next to the power line so that we have enough power, and one of those is going to be enough. So let's just connect it to our main water piping network, and let's upgrade this. Okay, pretty good. And we should do the same thing with our sewage. So we are quite on the limit, as you can see. So I think I'm gonna put yet another one of these eco water treatment plants. Now, if you have been following me, you noticed that the last time I placed one of these, I pretty much flooded this entire area. So I'm not really sure how is this going to work out, but I think I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna place another one right about over here and see what happens, and hopefully nothing will flood. I just wanna fix this power connection. Perhaps we can even delete it. We don't need these pipes anymore. Well, not pipes, but these cables. Alright guys, moment of truth. Let's see if it floods. Nope, everything seems to be controlled. Oh, and by the way, speaking of sewage, a few episodes ago I was replacing and messing around with these sewage treatment plants, and I placed them right about over here on the shoreline, and I powered them with this wind turbine, which I have forgot to place. So this thing has pretty much been over here, providing power and consuming money. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I think it's finally time for us to get rid of it. And there you go. And look at this area, guys. Look at how well it has developed. Let's just check its evolution. We are making a lot of progress on this episode. We have some buildings at level 4 already. We need to educate a few more citizens. I think that will come with time. So for the time being, I think we can keep zoning and expanding our city. The hospital has done an amazing job in covering this entire area. As you can see, this area has no health issues at all. Everything is green. And yeah, I think we can start zoning some more stuff. We have a lot of demand for a commercial, so let's just address that demand. I think I'm gonna zone this entire road with commercial over here. Pretty good. And I think we can start zoning some more residential. So I think I'm gonna zone this block over here right next to the hospital. Look at how many people are using my pathway. Amazing. People really love to use pathways in this game. And I really love to see them use them. Okay, so now that we have this area going, I think we can start thinking about services. So first and foremost, let's start with education all over again. So we have a school over here. I think I'm gonna put a second one all the way over here. I think that's a good place for it. We will probably need another high school. I think we can put it at about this square right over here. Pretty good. I think I'm gonna put a third elementary school all the way over here, so it will be pretty much in this area. I would love to put it on the corner, but that's not possible. That's fine. I'll just put it over here, and I also think I can grab a fire station and cover up this little area. Let's check the police. We should probably put another one over here as well, but we'll leave it blank for the time being. I don't think it's worth it. And I think we just need some parks. I think I'm gonna grab the large playground and put it... actually... No, I think I'm gonna use the botanical garden. Oh no, it doesn't fit here. Oh, bummer. Okay, we'll just put the large playground, because this is an amazing fit right next, or right in between the roads and the pedestrian pathway. In this area over here, I think I'm gonna put a curling park, because it pretty much fits perfectly in this particular area. So there we go. And I think I'm gonna combine it with the skating ring that will pretty much be placed in this particular area. That also fits perfectly over here. Unfortunately, they do not have power, so let's just provide them a temporary connection, just so we can see how much they affect the area. They don't seem to do much for leisure, which is a bummer, so I think I'm gonna delete this one and put yet another large playground. Let's fit it over here. Yeah, this one affects the area quite a bit. And we also need something to cover up this area over here, so let's just check this out. I am gonna put one of these snowman park right next to the high school, because it looks amazing and it is the perfect fit. And I'm also going to put one of these ice sculpture parks right about over here, but only after I have provided this area with a sauna, because it also helps promoting happiness. And there we go. And I'm not sure if this is going to be enough. Oh yeah, there you go, look at it, perfect. And everything is upgrading. And just to get these buildings to the blue zone, I'm just gonna put a final snowman park right about over here. And that shall do it. There we go, perfect. Okay, now that we have this entire area covered, let's just start zoning some more residential. I think I want to finish up the zoning of this area, and just so I can delete this ugly power line, I'm also gonna zone this area in the middle. Okay guys, so I've developed this area quite a bit. I have waited and let the buildings evolve, so if I come all the way over here, you can see in our levels tab that we have some more buildings at level 4. Of course, all of these will evolve naturally with time. I've also added a few public transport lines, namely the buses, and I've also placed yet another shelter and its own specific line. I've done this in timelines so that I don't bore you with these repetitive tasks. But anyway, now that this part of the district or this part of the neighborhood is pretty much complete in terms of zoning, I think I can make a district out of it and name it after one of my followers. So let me just draw this district. Alright, the district is drawn. So I didn't select this highway as well as this main avenue, so that if the problem reappears and I see some cars congesting this avenue, I can simply apply the heavy traffic ban policy to this particular district, and that issue will go away because cars will then be forced to use this particular connection. But yeah, that's it for the explanation. So now let's just name our district, and I already select my follower. I'm gonna name it after this guy, Lee, oh not Key, Lee 001. There we go. And I'm gonna name it, let's see, I don't want to name it Suburbs because that's just too unoriginal, so let's just name it Heights. Yeah, there you go. I think that will be okay. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright guys, but that's gonna be it for today. A lot of progress on this episode. I hope you have enjoyed it. On the next episode I will continue working on the suburbs and hopefully fill up the entire layout with low density residential and commercial. And hopefully, if I also have time, I am going to continue the work on our amusement park. But anyway, that's gonna be it for today. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If so, please consider giving it a like, it will help out my channel. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you want to follow the development of this particular city. If you have any suggestions for things that I should build in the future, please leave a comment. And finally, if you want to connect with me online, don't forget to follow me on social media. Thank you so much for watching guys, and as always, have fun!